Hello and welcome to TV-Marywood News. Today is Friday, April 24th. Today we bring you the latest on some proposals in the Pennsylvania legislature. One aims to provide benefits to living organ donors that would reduce expenses for medical procedures, and another proposed bill would reduce speed limits on gravel and dirt roads across PA. We will also cover the birthday celebration of the world's oldest nun. Later, we will have a weather update and a story on a historic theater in the mountain region from our own Clint Gregory. Jason Camardo will also tell us what's happening in Pacers sports. April is Donate Life Month in Pennsylvania, and organizations strive to raise awareness to the cause and encourage people to register to become donors. Senator Linda Schlegel-Culver of PA's 27th District gives the stats.
The importance of organ and tissue donation cannot be overstated. These donations are life-saving and life-enhancing, and a single donor has the potential to save 8 lives, restore sight to 2 people, and enhance the quality of life for more than 75 others. Today, more than 108,000 people in the United States are waiting for an organ or tissue transplant. In Pennsylvania alone, more than 5,700 men, women, and children remain on the transplant waiting list. Another person is added to that list every 8 minutes, and 17 people die each day in our country while waiting for a viable organ transplant. Pennsylvania is home to 7 major transplant centers, and our Commonwealth continues to play an important role in advancing organ and tissue donation. In 2025, Pennsylvania had 912 donors, but the
There are 7 major transplant centers in the Commonwealth. Senator Culver went on to speak personally about how living donors can help a loved one.
This is an issue that reaches far beyond policy. It touches families in every corner of our Commonwealth and reminds us how important it is to continue educating the public about the life-saving power of donation. As the recipient of an organ donation myself, the importance of this resolution also comes from a very personal place. I spent 3 years on a transplant waiting list and received 1 call, and the donor was a perfect match, but I was 4th on the list for that organ, and I unfortunately did not receive that kidney. However, 5 years ago, my sister graciously donated a kidney to me that changed my life, and I remain deeply grateful for that gift. I hope this resolution raises awareness, encourages more Pennsylvanians to consider becoming donors, and reminds all of us the extraordinary impact one decision can have on so many.
Senator Culver introduced Senate Bill 124 that would help reduce expenses for donors and recipients by giving a $10,000 tax deduction for unreimbursed expenses related to donation, including travel, lodging, lost wages, and medical expenses. Pennsylvania has about 23,000 miles of public dirt and gravel roads that are prone to erosion, dust, and significant wear from traffic, making them difficult and costly to maintain, says State Representative Christian Sappy. Senator Culver introduced Senate Bill 124 that would help reduce expenses for donors and recipients by giving a $10,000 tax deduction for unreimbursed expenses related to donation. This includes travel, lodging, lost wages, and medical expenses. In other news, Pennsylvania has about 23,000 miles of public dirt and gravel roads that are prone to erosion, dust, and significant wear from traffic, making them difficult and costly to maintain, says State Representative Christian Sappy. The Democrat representative from House District 158 adds that the current speed limit laws for unposted dirt or gravel roads is 55 miles per hour in the Keystone State. Traveling at that speed creates not only safety concerns due to limited traction for braking and steering, but also increases the wear and tear on vehicles themselves. To address the issue, Sappy is introducing House Bill 2274 that will lower speed limits on gravel and dirt roads from 55 miles per hour to 35. Where there have not been limits posted lower than 35, a provision in the current law would continue under the new legislation. The vote passed unanimously out of the Transportation Committee on April 13th, and it will move to the House floor for consideration during this legislative session. Sister Frances Dominici Piscatella is a member of the Sisters of St. Dominic of Amityville. Born in 1913, she joined the order at 17 years old. Sister Piscatella was both a high school and college teacher. On Sunday, she was honored with a big birthday bash to celebrate the milestone. Pope Leo XIV also sent Sister Piscatella a proclamation. He is the 10th pope to serve in her lifetime. Coming up after the break, Clint Gregory gives us an exclusive look at a karaoke night at a theater in Susquehanna County. Then we'll take a look at the weather. Next up, a restored theater in the Endless Mountains region is trying something new to entertain audiences in Montrose. Here's Clint Gregory with the story.
Located just down the hill from the Susquehanna County Courthouse in Montrose is a historic movie theater. Originally opened as The Ideal in 1923, it became the Montrose Theater in the early 1940s when the building had a marquee added to the facade and seating was upgraded. In the 1980s, regular operation ended, but the building was preserved by the Historic Montrose Theater organization. Last year, the current operator, Nate Kane, brought back a regular film schedule. And Kane has succeeded in bringing back the family movie night. Walking through the doors, the smell of buttered popcorn hits and takes adults of a certain age back to the nostalgia of childhood that they now can share with their own children and even treat them to classic concession stand snacks.
Then we started thinking, we could probably do more. We have a stage right in front of the screen, so we thought we could do, events, concerts, other things. So we started trying to get creative and came up with a karaoke night.
Based on this audience response, karaoke at the theater gets 2 thumbs way up. Reporting for TVM, I'm Clint Gregory.
Looks like fun, and with constantly changing weather, getting inside is looking like it might be a good thing. How's the forecast looking, Clint?
Well, it's pretty nice today. We've got a high of 63, actually 65 right now. It'll probably cool off a little bit as the sun heads toward the horizon later this evening. And looking at the radar forecast across the region, we do have some storms moving to the west of us, as you can see right there down near Harrisburg. But for our area, we don't really expect any rain until tomorrow. And then here's a look at what's coming up for the 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, again, 48 degrees with a good chance of rain. High 48, low of 40. Sunday, a little bit warmer. Again, rain there, but we've got 58 degrees with a low of 38. Monday, we start getting back into better weather, but a little bit cooler than it has been. But again, it's looking really good going into next week, Brielle.
Thank you so much, Clint. Next up, new evidence shows that Mars may have once looked a lot more like Earth, with an ocean covering a third of the planet before evaporating billions of years ago. Scientists cite that new evidence shows a broad, flat band of land outlining what would have been the planet's former ocean. They call it a coastal shelf and say it could be a stronger clue than earlier theories. The idea of an ocean on Mars has been debated for decades, with questions still remaining about where the water came from and where it went. A mission launching in 2028 could help confirm whether the red planet once had an ocean of its own. And after the break, we will have Jason Camardo with the Pacers Sports and Esports Report.
On a quiet afternoon on the course, the game of golf is anything but simple. Every swing is a test of patience, precision, and focus. At Marywood-University, the golf program is working hard this spring to leave it all out on the course. This past Sunday, I had the opportunity to watch the Pacers practice for the first time outside at their home course, Stonehenge Golf Course. For these athletes, golf is more than just a sport. It's a commitment that goes beyond the course. This program has given them the opportunity to follow dreams they never thought possible. Baden Hancock, an exceptional member of the men's team, can be seen on the course often. As a second-team All-Mascoc golfer, he has had success playing at Marywood-University. I was able to talk with him about why he chose to become a Marywood golfer.
To play golf, to get the chance to play as an athlete coming out of high school, being injured, gave me the opportunity to compete and gave me the facilities to practice and grow as a player and give me the opportunity to move on and achieve dreams that otherwise would not be possible to do.
The men's team, even in their off-season, are continuing to follow those dreams. Sophomore Maddie Labatch has proven to be an influential team leader. In her second year, she plans to improve her game and have fun at the same time. I asked her why she chose to play golf at Marywood and how it has shaped her as an athlete.
This school for the area, I really enjoyed the campus, and I got the opportunity to play golf, and it has shaped me greatly, and I'm excited for what it's going to do to help me in the future.
From friends to fresh air, Pacer Golf is more than a team. It's an experience anyone can be a part of. As a Marywood golfer myself, I know it is far from easy, but that's what makes it worth it. Every shot is a new opportunity to improve. As we prepare for our season, the Pacers look forward to carrying their momentum forward one hole at a time. Reporting from the course, I'm Megan Rickaby.
Thanks, Brielle. Welcome back to another rendition of your Marywood Sports Report. Let's take a look at how the Marywood-University Pacers performed this past week. Starting on the diamond with softball, the Pacers took on Penn State Schuylkill this past Tuesday. Splitting the doubleheader, Marywood dominated Game 1 with an 18-1 victory in 5 innings. Strong hitting and a controlled pitching performance by Brianna Voyer led the Pacers to their 17th win. However, Game 2 didn't go their way as they fell 8-4. Marywood struggled on offense early and didn't pick it up until it was too late. The Pacers take on Gwynedd Mercy this Saturday for a big Atlantic East matchup. Good luck, Pacers. Over to baseball, Marywood faced off against Centenary University this past weekend as part of a key conference stretch. The Pacers only took 1 out of 3 game series, losing 6-2, 5-4, and winning the last game 6-4. On Tuesday, they faced our neighboring Kings College and took home the W 8-7. In a close-knit battle, the Pacers now head back into conference play as they take on the Immaculata Mighty Macs this weekend. On the lacrosse field, men's lacrosse recently hosted Marywood-University and is now heading into the Atlantic East Conference semifinals, making this a crucial moment in their season. The Pacers have relied on strong offensive execution and improved defensive play as they prepare for postseason competition. Marywood is heading down to Arlington, Virginia to face Marywood-University once again. Meanwhile, women's lacrosse matched up with Centenary University this week. Avery Megan's 5 goals helped the Pacers win big, 28-3. The Pacers continue to compete hard in conference play, with offensive leaders creating scoring opportunities while the defense works to keep games within reach. The Pacers were rewarded the 2 seed and, unlike the men, host Marymount this Saturday. Good luck to Marywood Lacrosse. The first ever women's flag football season has come to an end. The Pacers fell short their last 2 games to Chestnut Hill 44-0 and 18-6. They worked hard all year and no matter the score, always battled. Congratulations to the flag football team. In esports news, the NECC playoffs have now concluded and some teams are now preparing for nationals. Super Smash Bros. Ended their season with an unfortunate 2-0, falling to Elon University Maroon, ending their playoffs run in 4th place. They made it to nationals coming in as the 9th seed. Marvel Rivals suffer a similar fate, being defeated by Marist Red. They kept it incredibly tense, ending with a score of 3-2. Ending their season in 4th place as well and going into nationals as the 16th seed. Both Overwatch teams had better luck going into their grand final matches. Marywood Green went up against University of Sherbrooke. After a hard-fought match, Marywood Green came on top 4-2, becoming the NECC Division 5 Northeast champions. Overwatch Gold next took the lobby on Friday against the Holy Cross Crusaders in an incredibly hard-fought match that Marywood Gold came out on top in another 4-2 victory to complete their undefeated season and be crowned the NECC Division 7 Northeast champions. Both Overwatch teams go into nationals as the first seeds. We wish our players luck with nationals and the rest of the semester. That wraps up this week of your Marywood Sports Report. I'm Jason Camardo.
Thank you so much, Jason. From all of us here at TV-Marywood, thank you for joining us. I'm Brielle Sheeland. Have a great weekend, Marywood.